Okay, we're here for skill sheet number 4, ladders. What we have in front of us now is a 24-foot extension ladder. Okay, right here where I'm standing right now, we have the tip of the ladder. Okay, as we work our way down, all right, where Safety Officer Levine is, that is the butt of the ladder right there. Okay, our midpoint is marked on our ladder right here with a reflective sticker. All right, that's our balance point. The general rule with ladders is tip to the truck, the butt to the building. Okay, so knowing the parts of the ladder and the location of where you are on the ladder will help you determine where you should, or how you should be carrying the ladder. Some other components of the ladder here are, we have the rungs, we have a rope here which is our halyard. All right. The big thing with ladders is we want to make sure that we look for any overhead hazards. All right, in the direction that we're going to be carrying it. All right, we're going to be proceeding to the building over to our left here. All right, and we're going to be checking for any overhead wires. We treat all wires live, whether it's cable, telephone, or power. All right. We also check for terrain. All right, ice, gravel, unbalanced areas of the ground. All right, because we want to make sure we get a proper footing. General rule of thumb in our angle for climbing. All right, 70 to 75 degrees, which is what we'll demonstrate here with the firefighters here very shortly. There's a couple carries that we can utilize. The first carry that these gentlemen are going to demonstrate is a suitcase carry. This is generally used for short distance carries. All right, so I'll have both these gentlemen get in position. They're on the same side of the ladder. Okay. Now, because we're going to the building here, we have Safety Officer Levine who's at the butt end. All right, so they're facing the direction of travel. All right, the lead person on this is going to be Firefighter Higgins. All right, he can see everything in front of him, so he's going to be in charge of the carry. All right. So on Firefighter Higgins' command, 1, 2, 3, all right, he's going to do a suitcase carry. Go ahead, guys.
1, 2, 3.
And the key is you want to drop the ladder down. It's like a suitcase. Extend your arms. There you go. That's a suitcase carry. All right, you guys can proceed forward. All right, and on Firefighter Higgins' command, they're going to lower the ladder. Okay, that's a suitcase carry. All right. Now another carry that we can use for long distances is the shoulder carry, our low shoulder carry. All right, this is for longer distances. 24-foot ladder, 35-foot ladder. All right, this is generally. All right, so Firefighter Higgins is going to, or Firefighter Safety Officer Levine is going to turn the other way. All right. Now what these gentlemen are now going to do with the low shoulder carry is they're going to be going back towards the station here. So they're going to get down on one knee. The lead on this one is going to be Safety Officer Levine. Now simultaneously what both gentlemen are going to do is on the count of 3 on Safety Officer Levine, his command, because he will be lead, they will both come up simultaneously and turn into the ladder and put their arm through the rungs and get the ladder up on their shoulders.
2, 3.
And what the gentlemen want to do, let's get both the outside hand up on the top of the ladder. There we go, and proceed to the station.
Go forward.
Okay, those are our 2 types of carries that we generally use on the fire ground. All right. Now what we'll do is we will do a low shoulder carry back to the building, and we're going to demonstrate the different types of ladder raises here. So again, we have Safety Officer Levine, who's at the butt of the ladder. Firefighter Higgins is at the tip of the ladder. They're going to do a low shoulder carry to the building. All right. The lead on this will be Firefighter Higgins because he will have everything in front of him. He is basically the driver of the ladder. So on his command, you guys will proceed with the skill. Okay, they've turned into the ladder, it's up on their shoulders, they'll proceed over to the building.
Forward.
Now what we're going to do here, this ladder is in position to do a beam raise. Looking over ahead, we see no hazards that are immediate to us or anything in close proximity. All right. The other type of raise that we could use is a flat raise. However, we have obstacles in the way that are going to prevent us from doing that due to the size of this ladder. Therefore, these gentlemen are going to do a beam raise to this Morton building right here. So Safety Officer Levine, being at the butt of the ladder, will be footing the ladder. Firefighter Higgins, being at the tip of the ladder, will raise the ladder to Safety Officer Levine. So we'll have Firefighter Higgins stand up, okay? You're going to grab the tip of the ladder and you're going to start raising it up towards Safety Officer Levine. Okay, they've raised it into a vertical position, all right? Now, right now, we're not going to be able to get it up onto the roof line. Therefore, it's going to require getting the ladder closer to the building. So sometimes you're going to have to eyeball and estimate where you want to set the ladder initially. But this is perfectly fine here, all right? They can just make an adjustment. So these gentlemen, what they can do is they can either carry the ladder from each side on grabbing a beam.
Grab the beams.
Okay. Ready? All right, we're closer to the building now. We'll lay it against the roof line, okay? Now we'll do a quick demonstration here of another way in which they can rotate the ladder. All right, if we can put the ladder just in a vertical position again, just lean it back a little bit, all right? And if Safety Officer Levine will butt the ladder with his 1 foot there, all right, we will have Firefighter Higgins turn the ladder to his right, all right, rotating on the foot of Safety Officer Levine. Firefighter Higgins needs to rotate the ladder inward. You need to keep turning it, gentlemen.
Oh, spin it.
There we go. That's just another way in which we can rotate the ladder. Now, however, this ladder is going to have to be rotated again, but we wanted to, for demonstration purposes, just show you another method if you're close enough to be able to do that. All right, so again, you're going to have to spin the ladder back in the initial position, and we'll lay it against the roof line. So they're getting the ladder in position, the proper climbing angle. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to have the firefighter stand on the first rung. All right, this is how we determine our climbing angle. Let's stand on the first rung. Let's stand on the first rung. Let's stand on the first rung and extend our arms outward. Okay, onto the rung. Okay, down one more rung. Okay, right there is not a proper climbing angle. All right, we're demonstrating how you determine that. All right, you stand on the bottom rung, extend your arms out. This is not a proper angle, therefore Firefighter Higgins is going to have to come off the ladder and pull the ladder out and reevaluate it. All right, that's a much better climbing angle. Numerically, 70 to 75 degrees is the general rule of the angle, and that's physically how you do it. All right. we're good to climb, okay? All right. Another rule of thumb, though, is anytime we put the ladder up against the roof line, we want to go up 5 rungs, all right? The reason for this is it creates good visibility, knowing where the ladder is when you get ready to come off the roof, when you're looking to get onto the roof, okay? If you have heavy smoke conditions and it's hard to locate the ladder, this will help that. Having the tip up higher with the 5 rungs will also allow you to make a proper transition from the roof to the ladder without losing your balance. So what these gentlemen are doing is they're untying the halyard, and they're going to extend the fly section of the ladder. Safety is paramount here. We want to make sure that everybody's hands are clear. Okay. They will lower the ladder back onto the roof line. All right. All right. And now what they'll do is they'll tie off the halyard using a clove hitch. We'll reevaluate our angle of the ladder. In this instance here, it looks like we need to make an adjustment of the ladder. Maybe want to bring it to the right a little bit due to the uneven terrain here. That's evaluating our climbing angle. Looks good. All right. It's in position to be climbed. Now, safety, of course, is always paramount. We want to make sure that when the firefighter climbs, we have someone footing the ladder. All right? So we'll have firefighter Higgins climb the ladder, and we'll have safety officer Levine foot the ladder. Always want to maintain at least 3 points of contact, which can be 2 feet, 1 hand, 2 hands, 1 foot. Okay, that's good right there, all right? And he's transitioning to the roof, okay, which we'll have you proceed doing, all right? And we'll have you stand there for a moment. This is also will demonstrate or display why having 5 rungs above the roof line is so important. We'll have firefighter Higgins stand up, okay? Now he's going to come from the roof onto the ladder. By having the tip of the ladder right up at him at almost eye level, it prevents him from having to bend over. He can make a simple transition by maintaining contact with the ladder and then stepping onto the rungs. And then he'll proceed down. And we'll have him stop right there. We have one more part of the safety part of ladders is we're going to have firefighter Higgins do a leg lock for us, okay? If you do not have a ladder belt or some type of palm pier hook to tie onto the rung, all right, you use a leg lock, all right? And the general rule with leg lock is you want to go 1 rung above where you're going to be working, all right? So firefighter Higgins has reached the area where he wants to work. We're going to have him put his right leg through, the rung above him, and bring it back down through. No, down 1 more. Through there. All right, back through. All right, and then we're going to have him drop his left foot down to the rung. Okay, and now he's locked in. All right, okay. Again, that's always paramount that he's safe on the ladder. All right, we'll have him come out of the leg lock and proceed down the ladder.